Hello, I'm Jill Cabin. I want to talk to you today about dairy. Did you know that if anyone asked me what the number one thing I would recommend that they give up, if they're trying to eat whole food plant-based, they're trying to go vegan, they want to be healthier. By the way, I think whole food plant-based is a better description, so I am vegan gal, but that means Oreos, Fritos, Coca-Cola, blah, blah, blah. That's not really the healthiest. So we're going for whole foods plant-based. But vegan also describes, eschewing the meat. I mean, not the meat, eschewing animal, okay? We don't need that stuff. Anyway, this type of lifestyle is superior. It's far superior nutritionally. Vegetarians alone are more likely to get the recommended daily allowances for fruits and vegetables. And if you are going vegan or you're more, shooting for whole food plant-based, you are definitely going to be getting all that fiber that you want and all those phytochemicals and antioxidants. But the dairy part, I want to talk to you specifically today because it's so bad. Did you know the purpose of cow's milk is to turn a 65-pound calf into a 2,000-pound cow, in a short amount of time, okay? Cows have 4-chamber stomachs. This is just another example of that you and I are not baby cows. So we have no business drinking the little calf fluid of another species. Cow's milk is perfect for baby cows, not for us. So I want you to just really get rid of that. I know there's a doctor out there even saying it should be illegal because people have so much problems with cow's milk. I mean, it just causes allergies, it causes asthma, it causes bedwetting, it causes so many problems. It causes a lot of things, and people don't understand that. When you see cheese, I want you to stop, point to that cheese, and say, call it what it really is. It's congealed, fermented, concentrated fat of baby calf fluid. Baby calf fluid. Not meant for human consumption, okay? A lot of people make the switch over to plant milks real easily because, we've got soy and almond and oat milk. And so these are all really safer options for us. Did you know today's dairy cows, modern dairy cows, they are kept pregnant at all times. So for production purposes, the levels of estrogens in the milks today, they're extra high. And so what's happening is that girls are reaching puberty a lot younger than they were 100 years ago. We have girls 100 years ago that would reach their first menstruation at age 16 and 17. And now it's like 8, 9, okay? In 100 years, what changed? It's this high concentration of estrogens in this concentrated baby calf fluid, and just how the cows are at these, this is not even normal the way that they're treated at all. So we've been assimilating all these concentrated cow estrogens for years and years and years. And there's growth factors, potent growth factors meant for the calf. I mean, think about that, a 2,000-pound cow, even after our first year, it's like 700 pounds from a 65-pound baby calf. That's not us. We're not meant for that. So anyway, whether you drink it as a liquid or churn it into butter or ferment it into yogurt or concentrate it into cheese or add the sugar for the ice cream, again, when you see that cheese or that milk or that whatever made from a cow or that yogurt, look at it for what it is. It's all those things that you don't want, okay? It's dangerous with the hormone levels and the concentrated estrogens. That grows cancer. Hello? Just let's be logical. There's so many different alternatives, and you can make cheesy sauces really easy at home. There's so many, you just Google it, but nutritional yeast is your main thing you're gonna need. It has a lot of B vitamins in it, and it's delicious, and it smells cheesy, and it's good. You can get it at almost every store now. I mean, at Trader Joe's, but obviously any health food store is gonna carry nutritional yeast. And there's a huge, if you need ice cream, and sometimes we all need some ice cream, let me just have a minute about ice cream. There's a huge section. I mean, I went to Target the other day. There's like a whole wall of non-dairy ice cream. Ben & Jerry's, thank you. You're doing great, but so delicious. There's a lot of different brands out there now. They are high quality. They're getting better all the time, especially also the cheeses are getting better all the time. Chow cheese is one of my favorite by Field Roast. Really, really good. And people, they love it. And they don't know that it's not, from a cow. We don't need it from a cow, okay? you can even make your cheese at home, like sliceable cheese. It's not that hard. You just find some recipes and you practice a little bit and you play with it and you do it. And you just find one and you just do it. It's not that hard, guys. It really isn't. Okay. I want to tell you also about one of my favorite things, banana and ice cream. I post about it. I love it. I almost should post about it more. I do stories. I love banana and ice cream. So you keep when your bananas get ripe, just chop them, put them in the freezer, and then I like to use the food processor and put in some black cherries, or maybe one day I do mango. I mean, or maybe a chocolate, soy milk, or chocolate, oat milk or whatever. There's so many different things, and top it with nuts. But anyway, in the blender, you want to do probably a little maple syrup to extra sweeten, maybe a little pure vanilla extract or almond extract, a dash of salt I usually find, and then it's just, I don't know, top it with nuts or don't. It's just, you get this creamy, soft serve. You can feel so good about it. It's bananas and fruit. I mean, what's not to be excited about here? It gives you that creamy, soft serve, experience. And it's all done, in your own home with pennies compared to $3 at the, whatever, ice cream store. So cheap too, okay? And you also, when you're looking for products, do check the labels, read the labels, because whey, W-H-E-Y, is just a really cheap byproduct of the dairy industry. They got to get rid of that stuff somewhere, so they just throw it in for bulk, just to add stuff, because you want to pay for this product, and they got to put stuff in there. So you can have real profits in your life with your health by taking more control, reading those labels. You don't even need labels so much. Try to find foods without labels. I mean, go to your produce department and really focus there. And nutritional yeast is your best bet. The game-changing cheesy sauce that Jill McKeever came up with is really brilliant, because if you have a high-speed blender too, it's just like no cooking, because of Vitamix or Blendtec. But it's just oats and roasted red pepper, a jar of roasted red pepper, nutritional yeast, and some seasonings. I also like to do a cheesy sauce with just potatoes, carrots, nutritional yeast, lemon juice, seasonings. That's a great one. I mean, you almost don't even need much of a recipe for these things. Once you make them a few times, you're like, oh, okay. Nutritional yeast is the main thing that you're going to want to have in your house. It smells like cheese again, and it's good for you. So it's not very expensive. So we call it Nooch. Oftentimes you'll see recipes Nooch. It's kind of like a little term of endearment, shortened version of nutritional yeast, which is not to be confused with brewer's yeast or baking yeast or active dry yeast or Truly yeast or whatever other. It's just, it's a whole thing, but it's good. So the other thing you do is make hemp milk at home yourself, real easy, because I haven't done this. Oh, I'm going to do it, but I haven't done it yet. But I have on good authority that you just, in your blender, put like a tablespoon hemp seed and a cup of water, blend, and then turn it up to high and add like 4 more cups of water. And it'll get all white and frothy, and it'll taste a little nutty, and you don't have to drain it or strain it. And hemp seeds are good for us. I keep all my nuts in the freezer. Anyway, I've talked enough today about dairy, and I hope I've encouraged you to find a cheesy sauce recipe, or look for the chow cheese or something, although that's high in fat, so you have to watch out. I mean, fat is something if you want to lose weight, or I mean, even if you don't want to lose weight, so, think about oils on your hands and how you gotta like use a lot of soap and water. That's why I mean, that's just one little example of why we want to kind of avoid those external processed fats. So we want the fats to come from avocados, nuts, seeds, and that's basically where we want them to come from. So all your nut butters and your nuts, and that's good stuff. Okay, my banana bread is beeping, so I gotta go. And it was good to talk to you, and bless you, and bless your journey for good health. I am rooting for you. I am cheerleading for you. And direct message me with questions. I care that you guys get healthier.